So the fight's official. It's gonna happen tomorrow night, guys. Get ready. Get your little beers ready. Get your little weed ready. Just get your stuff ready for the fight. This is gonna be a bomb burner of a fight. I think that it's pretty obvious what's gonna happen here. Ciryl Gane is gonna try and pick him apart with kicks, distance, timing, footwork, stuff like that. Derrick Lewis is just gonna be swinging for the fences, throwing punches one at a time. Probably gonna miss most of them. Get counted a lot. I mean, Ciryl Gane's not a takedown artist, so I don't think there's gonna be any wrestling applied in this fight. If you look at Ciryl Gane's record, like he's undefeated, but he's never used wrestling to win fights. I don't think he's gonna do that here in this fight because trying to change too much of your tools skill set is probably a bad move before a fight because you can only learn so much muscle memory and all that bullshit, right? But this is MMA. I mean, Ciryl Gane should know how to do a double leg or a single leg. If he doesn't know how to do that, then I think he's in the wrong sport. But Derrick has been fighting elite wrestlers, his whole career. He fought guys like, what's his name again? That guy that was the good wrestler in his last fight was Curtis Blades. He fought Curtis Blades. That guy was a good wrestler. He knocked out Curtis Blades when he was shooting for a double leg with a brutal uppercut. So I don't think wrestling is going to be used too much here in this fight. I mean, Ciryl Gane's not the wrestler that the Daniel Cormier was. So we're going to eliminate wrestling from this fight. And I can pretty much see how the fight's going to go. Ciryl Gane's footwork is going to be key in this fight. His jab, his kicks. Going to use a lot of that Muay Thai. I don't know if Ciryl Gane is going to be there for Derrick Lewis to hit, though. Is Derrick Lewis going to be there for, is Ciryl Gane going to be there for Derrick Lewis to hit? Because we know that Derrick Lewis has good power. One punch knockout power. He can knock out anybody in the heavyweight division, and his record speaks for itself. But the skill set, the skills that pay the bills, the skills that pay the bills are with Ciryl Gane in this fight. I mean, Ciryl Gane is the favorite, and rightfully so. Considering everything that he has in his skill set, I don't see him losing this fight, though. I just don't understand. I just don't think Ciryl Gane is going to lose this fight. How? The only way he loses this fight is by knockout. If he just avoids the knockout, he wins the fight. Pretty much. But he has to avoid the knockout for 5 rounds and put enough damage on Derrick Lewis so that Derrick Lewis is not just gonna come forward. Because you need to put some heat out there for Derrick Lewis to not just walk you down and to come forward and with reckless abandonment. You gotta put some shit out there to make that motherfucker think twice before he comes in on the inside. And I think Ciryl Gane's gonna do that. Keep him long with kicks to the body, slow him down with kicks to the body early in the fight. That's gonna pay dividends later on in the championship rounds if he's able to hit him in the body enough. I don't know what the game plan is gonna be here for this fight. Ciryl Gane's ground game is pretty good too. His ground game is exceptional. So if the fight goes to the ground, which is unlikely because both fighters are probably not gonna go for takedowns, maybe Derrick Lewis knocks Ciryl Gane down and then he goes to the ground and he tries to finish him, but then he gets finished with a heel hook or a rear naked choke. Derrick Lewis's biggest weakness is his ground game. That's his biggest weakness. That's his biggest weakness is his ground game and his wrestling. But on stand-up, and the thing about Ciryl Gane is he doesn't always go for the finish. If you look at the Alexander Volkov fight, but the thing about Volkov is that Volkov and Derrick Lewis have two different, completely different styles. Volkov was beating that ass for the whole fight against Derrick Lewis until Derrick Lewis came out of nowhere and hit him with a punch that knocked him out in the fifth round, the third round. I think it was a 5-round or 3rd-round fight. I don't know. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the fight. There's a couple of the fights I'm looking forward to too. I think it's the Michael Chiesa and Vicente Luque fight. That fight's gonna be a bomb burner. Jose Aldo, a lot of people are looking forward to that fight, but not really me. I think Jose Aldo's a bit of a He's kind of had his best days. His best days are behind him. He's just a little bit out of touch. He's not who he used to be before, you know. I think he's a little bit over the hill, to be honest with you. I don't think he's ever gonna see the type of dominance that he had before. Just like Khabib said that you only have one prime. Only have one prime. You can't recreate that prime twice. That's just not gonna happen. Yeah, Jose Aldo's prime was when he was going on that insane run when he was undefeated for 10 years. That was his prime. And then when he fought Connor, he got knocked out. But that was a lucky punch, and we don't know how Connor would have reacted to the kicks of a McGregor, but just looking at this fight with Ciryl Gane and Derrick Lewis, it looks like Ciryl Gane should win this fight pretty easily, pretty handily. But we never know, because that's how I thought that against the Volkov fight. I thought Derrick Lewis was going to lose against Volkov. I thought Derrick Lewis was going to lose against Curtis Blades, but he beat Curtis Blades, he beat Volkov. Those two are pretty elite, very elite contenders of the heavyweight division. Those are elite of the elite of the elite. Those are top five heavyweights, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, Derrick Lewis deserves this fight. He deserves the spotlight. He deserves the payday. And can he win? Absolutely, there's a chance he can win. But my eyes are on Ciryl Gane. I think Ciryl Gane gets it done. That's my official prediction. I think Ciryl Gane gets it done with a unanimous decision, or possibly a finish by submission. But I'm leaning towards a decision win for Ciryl Gane here. I don't think he's going to win on points. I don't think he's going to win by submission. Taking Lewis down, that's probably easier said than done, It's easier said than done, buddy. Not as easy as you think to take Lewis down. That's a pretty tough task there, buddy. Not easy. How many times has Ciryl Gane taken anybody down in the octagon? How many submissions does he win? Does he have on his record? Let's look at Ciryl Gane's record real quick. So Ciryl, who's that? Is that Johan Calderwood? Oh, whatever. So Ciryl Gane, let's see his record real quick. He's beaten everybody he's faced, but points, mostly points. He's mostly a point fighter. He has 3 wins by submission, and 3 wins by knockout, and 3 wins on points. He submitted Don'Tale Mayes, Rafael Pessoa, arm triangle choke, nice. He has pretty good submissions, so he's not bad on the ground. He's a very good ground fighter. That was in 2019, 2 years ago, so he's getting better on the ground. Obviously, he's working on it. I think there might be a submission here. I'm having a sneaky suspicion that Ciryl Gane can beat him by submission, but anything can happen, man. Anything can happen here in this fight. But yeah, I'm out, man. I'm out. Peace, guys.